Welcome back, everyone. As you probably guessed from the title and the thumbnail, today we're talking about this RMA body armor, and of course we're going to test it to see if it lives up to the claims, but the claims are interesting. So for those who don't know, for those who aren't nerds about this kind of stuff, body armor has changed a lot over the last 12 months, and not particularly the body armor. Some of that has changed, which we'll talk about, which this is one of them. This is the RMA 1165 plate. However, it's the Gen 2. It is the RF3 plate. So what does that mean? Well, as I mentioned, the old NIJ standards have officially gone away, again, within the last 12 months. I believe in December of 2024 was when they officially died, and they have been replaced now with a new rating system that has 5 different ballistic ratings. So basically 2 for handgun and 3 for rifle. They are more appropriate, at least in my opinion, with what we see in terms of modern projectiles out there on a two-way range, if you will. So as I mentioned before in the past, the level 3 plates were a type of plate under the old NIJ system that a lot of people are going to be interested in, just due to the prevalence of M855, as well as some of the steel jacketed bullets that could penetrate the old level 3 armor. So they changed up all the ratings to account for those sorts of things. And this is RMA's RF3 plate. Now it's also their Gen 2 1165 plate. So what does that mean? Well, the 1165 was always a little bit lighter than their 1155 plate, which was sort of their base level 4 plate. And this one has the same rating, same protection levels. However, it is going to be lighter weight. It's also going to be thinner. This one, of course, is also rather multi-curved, as you guys can see here. And basically, they did that with a number of different processes. Another thing I should mention before we talk about that, all RMA plates are 100% made in America, in Iowa, in fact. All of the materials are as well. So they went with a new, lighter weight ceramic that is a purer type of ceramic than what they were using in the past and what many competitors are also using. So what that allows them to do is use a thinner layer of it as well. And then they have their old UHWMP, I think I said that wrong, but you guys should see it corrected here on the screen if I did, behind it, that is going to catch the projectiles in theory after the ceramic breaks it up. They have edge-to-edge protection, which is something that RMA offers that a lot of, again, their competitors just don't. And this one, again, is coming in at 0.7 inches thick, so much thinner than most of the competitive offerings. And that is basically the overview. These ones, again, are new for this year, so we are going to head out to the range and see what they can and can't stop, see if they live up to that rating. But they are rated, of course, for both 30-06 AP, so the black tip 30-06, I believe, going around 2,900 feet per second. We are going to shoot a few different rounds at it, maybe something a little bit heavier than that, but also some of the new M80A1, which, again, that is one of the newer threats, and that is one of the rounds that caused the new rating system for armor. And of course, we're going to be firing that out of a 16-inch barrel. We're going to be getting over 3,000 feet per second with that particular load. So it is a handful. We might test it with something else as well. And I suppose with all that ranting out of the way, let's head out to the range and actually start shooting this thing. As we just discussed, this is rated for the M80A1 penetrator. We are going to hit it with that in just a second. But I figure here on the channel, we usually go a little bit overboard, so we're going to do that. It is absolutely not rated for this. We have some 180 grain soft point 300 Win Mag, obviously a full rifle length barrel here, and we are at about 10 yards. We're going to see if it'll hold up, and then we're going to get on to that M80A1 and then step down from there and see at what point it fails, if it fails at all. So we shall see. Let's see how it handles this thumper. One thing I didn't mention earlier is that the box that we're using there as a backing is full of dirt, so that way it is going to mimic somewhat anyway what it would be if you had this plate against your torso. Not exactly, but as good as we can do out here, redneck science in the woods. So 300 Win Mag hit it, as you guys see there. We had a little bit of back face deformation. Honestly, it's not terrible, as you guys can see there. Again, this is 100% not rated for that, and it handled it just fine. I kind of figured it would, but 300 Win Mag is a beast. And next up, we're going to shoot that M80A1. I think it's probably going to be just fine after seeing this, but one way to find out. As promised, up next, we have our 16-inch SIG cross with the M80A1 projectile. Again, we're still at about 10 yards. We're going to see how it does with this short barrel at this short distance. Let's check it out. As we expected, after it took that 300 Win Mag, it took that M80A1 just fine. It definitely had a little bit more backface deformation than the 300 Win Mag due to the projectile. Obviously, that is a crazy projectile for any type of plate to take, but it took it just fine. No separation on the side, nothing like that. So we're going to keep going. Next up on the menu, we have some PNC 5.56 55 grain M193 out of an 18-inch Daniel Defense SPR3. So this thing is going to be smoking 55 grain M193, for those who don't know, particularly out of a longer than 16-inch barrel. One of the harder rounds for Armor to stop just due to the speed. We'll see how it does. Tried to go on the edge. Might have been a little too close. As I just intimated there, I was trying to go on the edge to give myself some room for some other rounds that were about to shoot on it. However, got a little closer than I wanted to, but it proves the point. RMA, if you guys read their literature, anything they talk about over there on their website or their various social media channels, one thing they talk about that separates them from a lot of the budget options out there is that it has edge-to-edge protection, right? So we are right on that edge. As you guys saw from the box down there behind where this plate was, it absolutely did not penetrate. It definitely stretched the edge there, but you guys should be able to see there that UHWMPE back there is fully intact. It 100% caught that round with no issues. It was close, but hey, it did exactly what it claimed. Next up, we have some PMC 855, so that green tip steel penetrator, 62 grain projectile, 5.56 chambering, of course, 16-inch barrel. We are still pretty darn close, and we will see how it does. Now, this will penetrate level 3 armor. However, this isn't level 3. This is the new RF3, so let's see. As y'all saw there in the slow-mo, we went a little bit higher there with that 855. Impacted, broke up, almost no backface deformation there at all. Definitely the least of any of the rounds that we fired so far. We're going to keep going. Next up, we have some Red Army Standard. That is 7.62, of course, by 3.9 with a steel jacket on there, coming out of a 16-inch barrel here in our GF3 Palmetto State Armory AK. Let's get it. Unfortunately, I saw an error message on our GoPro, so I'm not sure how much of the slow-mo video we've been getting from that. Hopefully the other cameras been getting at least some. A little bit slower motion camera, so you guys can see the impacts, but of course we have the 7.62 there, right underneath the original M80A1. A little bit of backface deformation, not bad. We're gonna keep going. Next up, we have some 10mm 200 grain hard cast. It's going about 1250, so it is a thumper there with that 10mm, but I think it'll be fine. It just depends at this point how much the plate is compromised, because obviously that is a lot of hits so far, but we're going to keep pushing it. Let's check it out. Honestly, that 10mm surprised me a little bit there with that hit. We had some ceramic try to eke out the edge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's trying to get out of there. We did not let it though with the RMA plate, so it held up just fine. Had a little bit of backface deformation, not much though, and we're just going to keep shooting it. Next up, we're going to use our FRT here and see how many 115 grain Blazer Brass 9mm rounds it can take coming out of an 8-inch barrel. So we got plenty of velocity on there. I should also note all of the ammo throughout this test has come from our friends at Firearms Depot. We definitely appreciate their ammo sponsorship here. They have great prices as well if you guys are looking to pick some stuff up. Super competitive. And yeah, we're going to see how it does with the FRT with multiple hits. Those FRTs are crazy. I'm guessing y'all probably saw it with the slow motion as well. I actually thought we had one get through, but no, we in fact did not. That was just ceramic coming out of the side, but lots of impacts. I honestly don't know how many. And as you guys can see there, every single one of them was stopped. You know we can't let that go on though. We got to keep shooting it. I have a feeling this is going to be the end of it. So again, the plate is already compromised. It has already passed everything it said it was going to do. Again, we have that M198 355 grain, 18-inch barrel, compromised plate. I got a feeling this thing ain't gonna last long, but only one way to find out. It certainly has already lived up to the billing though and the hype. So let's see. We'll put 3 on there and see what happens. Looks like we might have had one go through. As y'all probably guessed from the slow-mo, we did in fact have one go through. It was a hit on the exact same point that we hit earlier, so you can't really fault the plate. When the ceramic rather is compromised, that Dyneema and UHW MPE there on the back, it just can't hold up to rifle rounds, particularly M193 out of an 18-inch barrel at 10 yards. There's just no way. You're asking a little bit much there, but again, the plate did everything it advertised it would do and more. Again, stopped the 300 Win Mag. I kind of took a little bit of a gamble going with that one from the start, but I figured it'd be all right. Only one way to find out. We found out, and it absolutely did. Again, everything it advertised it would do and more. M80, 855, 193 out of an 18-inch barrel. I mean, that is a lot. Multi-hit with 9mm, and then even multi-hit with the M193 until the final one there. That unfortunately ended it. But all in all, guys, that plate performed extremely well. Again, these are new plates from the folks over there at RMA. Depending on the size, the weight is going to vary, like we talked about in the beginning. However, the price point is very attractive for an all-American made plate. None of the components or anything like that are imported from overseas, which again, a lot of the competitors do. Not knocking or not knocking them, just I know a lot of people that is an important thing for. So if that is an important thing for you, definitely take a look at these plates. And of course, the weight savings as well as the thickness, always an added bonus, particularly take it from me, someone who wore armor for the better part of two decades rather professionally. Every ounce you can save is a blessing, and I will take that all day long. So with that, that's all I have for you. If you guys have any questions about the plates, any of the rifles, ammunition, all those things that we use today, let us know down below in the comments section. You can also post those over at my various social media pages that you guys see here on your screen. Hopefully you guys are following me on the non-meta ones. That's the best place to do so. Meta is a gulag archipelago where you can't really say anything that the state doesn't approve of. Of course, as I said that, a shot rings out. How fitting. However, again, if you guys follow me over there and you guys like what you see here and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, whether on YouTube or Rumble. If you've done that, you're not seeing 2 to 4 videos a week here on the channel. Easy way to fix that is to sign up for the email at the website here on your screen. This will get you put on 2 different email lists, one that goes out once a month, and it has all the videos since the previous month's email went out. So that way there's no big tech giant censoring your eyes from my content. Additionally, that will get you guys signed up for the Daily Deals email. That goes out every day, as the name indicates. It has typically 8 to 10 of the best deals that we find around the internet. If the item, whatever it is, armor plate, ammunition, optic, gun, accessory, light laser. If it's in the email on that day, it's the cheapest I know of for that item anywhere on the internet because I've already done the price comparisons for you. So hopefully that saves you guys some time because again, I've already done the searching and saves you some money as well. There's also a good Pro 2 aim meme in there that a lot of folks like. So if that is you, check it out for the meme. Lastly, we have an SMS service that you guys can sign up for as well. Goes out at most once a day, and it typically has one of 2 things, either a new video that just dropped, once again getting around that algorithmic censorship, or it has a smoking deal that very likely will sell out, so it goes right into your text inbox so that you guys can take advantage of it and save on whatever the deal is. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.